For fruit and vegetable growers, especially fruit growers, this creates a lot of anxiety. Corn and soybean farmers, they're not too concerned about this. In fact, it's probably beneficial because they're getting some field work done that they normally would not be able to get done this time of year. For us, we're worried about these trees starting to come back to life. They're coming out of dormancy. And every day that they kind of come back out of dormancy, they get more tender, meaning their buds are going to be more susceptible to cold temperatures and frost damage. The worst case scenario is if we have an extended period of warm temperatures, and it would take more than just 1 week. We would really need 2-3 weeks in a row where we have temperatures substantially above average, then follow that up with a cold snap. What does a cold snap mean? Well, if we were to get our fruit trees into full bloom, that is when they become most susceptible to cold temperatures. So that would mean at about 28 degrees, we would start to kill buds. If we stop that warming trend prior to them getting into bloom, then they are going to be a little less sensitive to cold temperatures. So I would guess right now, just estimating that by the end of this week, we really don't want to have temperatures below 20, 18 degrees. And then if we don't have that, we would be fine. But we are still a long way away from our frost-free date. So there's a lot of opportunity to have cold snaps between now and mid-April. April 15th is the average last frost for the year. May 1st is the frost-free date for this area. So there's a lot of time left before we are frost-free. So, it creates a lot of sleepless nights for us worrying about what might happen. What we call small crops, strawberries, blackberries, and the sort, they're more at risk because they're more responsive to these warm-ups. So like a peach tree might take 2 to 3 weeks to go from dormancy to bloom. Strawberry plants can come out in a week to 10 days. So they're going to be moving right along. And the good thing with something like strawberries is we've got more weapons in our arsenal to combat that. So we can put blankets over the top of the strawberries if it gets cold again. We can put sprinklers in the strawberry patch and put water over them at nights. That helps warm them up when it's frosty. Blackberries too, especially with a new variety of blackberry that we are just growing for about 2 years now. This new variety, we like it because it ripens very early, so it gets us blackberries earlier in the summer. But it also comes out of dormancy very, very fast. And it's actually the most advanced plant that we have on the farm right now. It's got leaves pushed out of the buds. So I'm very nervous about that particular variety of blackberry. So we're going to be watching very closely on that. We do have blankets to cover the blackberries as well. We can put sprinklers in there as well. So again, we have more tools in our arsenal with that crop. But again, all of that requires us losing sleep at night to manage it and worry about it and everything else that goes along with it.